Hey everyone, welcome back to Open. Our next guest is an entrepreneur providing a revolutionary new platform for student and independent filmmakers. Flix is a dynamic new streaming service designed exclusively for student and independent filmmakers. Not only does it shine a spotlight on a diverse array of student and indie filmmakers, they also facilitate connections within the film industry with a robust support from film production companies, talent agencies, and film festivals. And here to share more, we welcome Flix founder and CEO, Ralph Calle-Schulz. Hello and welcome.
Thank you so much. Hi, how are you?
Wonderful to have you here. I love this new energy that you're bringing into the studio, just in your look
Thank
and,
you.
and your creation here. So first, let's talk about what inspired you to even create this platform, which I think is brilliant. It's brilliant.
Thank you.
Right? So I want to make sure I got the concept right. So basically, we're talking in the field of film, right? And how most indie filmmakers, they make a film and then they distribute it to the film festivals with the hopes of getting picked up and then being able to either have their film on a broader platform and or be funded to be able to create films independently, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Right. And so you created this streaming platform in which they can now they can highlight their work, right? And instead of just relying on the film festivals, you can match them up with individuals who can help them pursue a career in filmmaking. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's pretty much around about kind of the idea. So the main idea is really like students who go out and make films or very quality films and who win awards at festivals, go through a whole route. They really don't have those opportunities to get picked up by a third-party distribution company or they don't really get those opportunities because they're students at the end of the day. So it's really the idea that they get is that move on to the next one and keep making films until you reach a certain age where it's where you would be picked up. And so what we wanted to do, and myself and my two partners, Edward, who's based in Toronto in Canada, and then Ahmed, who's based in Hungary. So we came together all from filmmaker backgrounds to build this platform that is really that platform where while you can put up your work on other platforms, ours is a lot more centralized to not only showcasing the work and streaming it to our audience, but also a lot of our audience are people within the industry. So that's talent agencies, startup coming out of the strike who are wanting to build up their rosters, established talent agencies, management groups, producers, production companies hiring filmmakers, film festival curators, financiers. These are a lot of the people that are looking for emerging diverse voices, people coming out of school who are full of energy and wanting to make new work, but don't get those opportunities because, unfortunately, the way the industry is that you really got to be with those connections to be able to make it.
Right,
so.
right. That's unfortunate. That's part of the business,
exactly.
Right? And so, first, I want to know: you're a filmmaker?
Yeah.
Obviously, right? And second, I want to ask how you were able to create this partnership with these individuals who live in other parts of the world.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, I mean, I know my two partners. We grew up in high school together. So
Really?
we were in CDL, Collège-du-Léman in Switzerland. And that's where we knew each other since pretty much kindergarten. Well, I'd say primary school. And that's where we got to know each other. We all went into our different fields within entertainment. But as soon as kind of this came to mind, this idea that I wanted to build something like this, I kind of reached out to both of them because they were the two that I'd say during my school were the most had the strongest work ethic, were constantly engaging with wanting to get into industries. So because of that, that's where it was born.
Yeah, and then that's how Flix was born. I love it. And you're stationed here in New York.
Absolutely, yes.
Right. So this is home base.
Exactly.
Because you're the CEO and founder. Right?
Absolutely,
Right.
yes.
Awesome. So, okay, wanted to make sure we got the logistics down. Now, how does this work for the filmmaker, right?
Yep.
So, do they submit? Is it a membership? Is it a membership for the actual film festivals? Is it a membership for the talent? Like, how does this work? Because you're a streaming platform as well.
Yes. So what we do is we but primarily the main thing we approach this from is a nonprofit standpoint. So
Okay.
the goal is really to be that leeway for the filmmakers. So what we do is that we cover all our costs through funding that we receive outside, as well as through our deals with festivals that work as a partnership with us. So really, when a filmmaker wants to submit to us, they'd submit the same way they submit to a festival, except that we reduce costs completely for them because that's not the goal. And then if they get accepted, we have a curation team that handles two ways that we receive content. So that's either through open submissions, or it's also through content that we go find at festivals and at different kind of open workshops. Filmmakers who are looking for these opportunities. And if the film gets accepted, then it comes up on the platform to be streamed.
Okay, so you're saying workshops. Once again, we're speaking globally, right? Because we are
Absolutely.
actually we're streaming like world right now,
Exactly,
right?
yes.
Right. So it doesn't even matter where you're located. However, I'm trying to grasp the concept. I was like, okay, you have workshops. I'm going to assume these are like Zoom workshops, or like, how does that membership work, right? So, okay, thank you for just clarifying that it's a really low cost entry form,
Exactly,
right?
yes.
But what are the services outside of the generic presentation that I just offered?
Yeah, absolutely. So the filmmaker really, what they're doing is they're sending us their film because we've identified them as a filmmaker. Their voice is the most important thing to us. So what other stream platforms out there do is they look at the content. Is this something that our viewers will watch? Yes, okay, we'll take it. And then that's it, pretty much. What we do.
Okay, wait,
Yes.
hold on, wait, before you keep going. So when you say, if that's something that our viewers watch, are we talking about the streaming platform?
Yes.
Right. You see, that's the part I was
Yes.
trying to get to, because that's where the dollars are. And so I want, in case there's
Yep,
filmmakers
absolutely,
watching,
understood.
to understand the
Yeah.
concept, right? So it's kind of similar to a film festival, except that they can go straight to streaming.
Exactly. And like I want to clarify, we don't compete with festivals.
Right.
So films, right?
work
who,
together with,
exactly,
right.
we work with them. So
Right.
we give that platform where when their film is up on there, it's a non-exclusive thing. So they can put it up at festivals, put it up on different platforms. Really, our goal is not to just trap them.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
So yeah. So
It's
by
actually to offer them the opportunity
Exactly.
to be viewed by a broader audience through the
Exactly.
streaming devices, which is the world we're beginning to live in.
Yeah,
Got
but
it.
the main thing of how we differentiate ourselves from other platforms
Mm-hmm.
is that, as I was mentioning, we focus a lot more on the filmmakers. So when we receive filmmakers, we curate them in batches to make sure that 5 that we select are of the highest quality we could find.
Okay, the batches, right?
Yes.
I know, I'm going to keep it through. Are they in themes? Or are they through race? Are they through culture? Or
They're
not?
through everything. So the whole goal is that we want the most diverse type of filmmakers. So you'll have different genres within that batch from different filmmakers from all over the world, because the goal is we're trying to connect these people with agents, managers, producers. And what these people in the industry are looking for are diverse voices. They
Right.
don't just want the same kind of style of content. They want everything.
So we're talking all genres,
All
animation,
genres, anime,
documentaries.
documentary, everything.
Everything. Wow, this is exciting.
Absolutely,
And
yes.
so this is what, 1 year? No, September you said.
Yes.
And it isn't even a full year yet.
Yep, exactly.
And how are you doing so far?
We're doing fantastic. We're at 30 films right now. Like I
Nice.
said, we curate very specific and catered, so we're not looking at releasing hundreds of films whenever they come. And yeah, I mean, we spent the whole of last year really building up for September. So,
Right.
right. I mean, how do we make these connections? You know, how do you have an audience of managers, agents who, care? So that's what the whole year was dedicated towards. Through my manager and my agency really helped it. So Jerry Silverhearts, want to put a shout out there. Really connected me with a lot of people within the industry when it comes to agents, managers, producers. And since then, we've built our following base, and that's where we get a lot of our viewers.
All right, so before we go, let's talk about the workshops, right? Because that's really, I think, what's really, really valuable in the moving forward process. Yes, it's one thing to just sell a package, but then it's another thing to understand the business side of that. So is that something that's also offered?
Yes, so actually, good that you mentioned that. So we have also prepared exclusive in-person events, which are made accessible to not only all this Rise Flix filmmakers who are on the platform, but as well as any filmmaker who wants to attend this event. So what this event is, and we have our first one coming up on Sunday, 31st March at AMT Theater. And what this event is, it gives all these filmmakers who are on the platform, who are being viewed by industry professionals, a chance to meet them in person, workshop with them. So we've got industry professionals, some who are Oscar nominated, some who are Emmy nominated. We have some who are very in the entertainment business, like they've been working for 40 years, worked with famous people, big people in the industry. So it gives the filmmakers an opportunity. And since our theaters, the ones that we partner with, we make sure that they're very intimate and small. So it's not like a festival where it's scary, big, everyone's there, everyone's kind of pitching themselves. The goal is, right, to workshop, to be able to go into breakout rooms and be able to pitch your work to this person who's an Oscar-nominated producer. What would they see? What would they change? Things like those. So yes, we do that as well.
Amazing. This is wonderful. You sound like you have it all figured out. And I'm sure somebody's really interested that's watching. So if they wanted to participate, let's say they're making a film and they're not done with it and they want to participate at this event. Is there somewhere on the website they could sign up to be, or is it solely through submission?
Yes. So, no, like I said, I mean, the events in person, they're made available to everybody. Now, we will be announcing everything on March 1st to have the whole month to lead up to it. And so there, everybody can just be aware on our socials, as well as on the website. It'll be made the highlight. The whole point is to promote that for the whole month. And yeah, anybody can come. If they have a film in the works that's absolutely beautiful, it's the perfect opportunity to pitch that. If you're making a proof of concept, if you're turning a short film into a feature, these things are great things to communicate with our industry professionals who will be there.
Trust me, I'm sure everybody, anybody and everybody who is out there, in the struggle of self-financing their own work is in need of these services. So we thank you for bringing it here to the BX. Ralph, everybody. Once again, Ralph Calle-Schulz, founder and CEO of Flix. For more information, you can visit riseflix.com. Stay tuned. Our Open Artist Spotlight is coming up next.